I'm on Play Store now. So I'm on Play Store now. So from Play Store, I can actually download the Survey 123 app for the phone. Survey 123 on the phone. Survey 1. Can you see that? ArcGIS Survey 123. ArcGIS Survey 123. Yeah, please, yeah, I think please we should mute us once we join the room, please. Okay, I think we are good to go. So now this is ArcGIS Survey 123. So we can go ahead and install this on our device. Let's quickly do that, please. Let's quickly do that. For me, I have it installed on my device already. So I can go ahead and install on my device. So I think I have it on one of my devices already. So I can go ahead and, okay, so I have several devices on my platform here. So I actually have it on my device, so I don't have to do that anymore. Okay. So how many of us have actually done the installation? Okay. So if you have it installed already, how would this look like on the device? Remember, we have an existing. I hope you can see. This is the existing survey. Let me launch that survey back. Okay, so I'm going to sign in. Sign in. So this is a survey that we did. Last week. Okay. Everyone, so I hope you can hear me. I've muted everyone so that we can move on. So this was a survey that we did last week. Now this same survey now, I want to access it on my phone. I want to access it on my phone. So this is the name of the first effect of shutdown of academic activities in Nigeria. So I'll try and launch the app on my phone right away. Let's see that happen. So I have another phone connected to this meeting. So I'm trying to do that now. Okay. So please confirm if you can actually see. Okay, good. Yeah. So you can actually see my phone at the moment, right? Okay, good. So I have to survey 1, 2, 3. right? So that's my device. So it will ask me to log in. Okay, so let me sign in. Oh, wait. So I need to look for the survey we were talking about. So I remember it's something like effects. So I need to download the survey. It's not existing here. So I need to go to download service. Download service. Okay, so I need to do that right away. So I have to look for the survey. So effects. So how do I go about getting this survey? I'll put my profile here. So these are all the surveys existing on ArcGIS that are public. You can decide to make your surveys not public, such that I can decide to have only group of users that can access the survey. So I'll go ahead and click on the effects of shutdown of academic activity in Nigeria. That's it. So you can see it's downloading it. Good. So I have it downloaded. So I can go back. Wait, do you now see it now? It's now listed among the list of surveys that I can start collecting data on. So I'm going to open it up. So that's a survey. So I can start collecting data, collect data. So it's optimizing survey form, and that's it. And that's it. So I can start filling my forms now. Name, gender, age, highest level of education, occupation, civil servant. My present location. Okay, so where am I presently? Presently, where am I? Okay. So where am I at the moment? Okay. So what's my relationship with the university, the community? Contractor. Am I affected by the shutdown of activities in the academic community? Yes. You can see more question comes in. How did the shutdown of activities affected you? Business, terrible. Or business, yeah, business terrible. Okay. And I'm done. You understand this? Or I want it to be an outbox. So I'm sending it now. So you can, it's gone. So I've sent just one. So I can keep sending those quizzes as many as possible. So I hope we are quite good with that. We can continue. Okay. So if I refresh this page now, Pages page now. It's taking a while on my network. You can see I have 14 responded now. And you can see now, this is my username. And you can see I did this when? Of course, today. On the first day of the year, we got 9 participants. And I can always go to my analyze section to look at what the data looks like. And network is quite poor today, so pardon me. And my network is quite poor today. So you can see a quick visualization. You can see a quick visualization. So you can see this. I can have it in bar. I have in column. Of course, if you have, I can actually get this out easily. I can use my SNIP tool to get this out, my snipe tool. So I can easily get this out. So this I can paste this to any application. That's it. So I have something like that. So I hope we got this logic. So this is how you can actually look at the data you have. Let me try and print current view. Because I've got 14 records. Let me print current view. So you can see it. I can have the entire as a report. And it's out there. So PDF. Right? So now if I go back to the data page itself, so this is my data that were collected so far. Of course, I can begin to export, just like I showed us yesterday, last week. I can export to various formats. What about looking at reports? I can generate reports of this, all records. Okay? Right? So I don't have a template yet, so I can click on one here. Let me just pick a simple one, individual record. Okay? Yeah, so we can just, click on this. Okay? And I'm fine with that. Did I click at all? I did not click that. I didn't click on it. Okay. Let me look at it. How it looks like. Oh man, my network is quite poor. I'm not in town. Okay, great. So, what a template to use at the moment. Okay. Good. So, the file options. Yeah, how do I want? Is it a report file or I want it to be on the same page? Okay, so let me do splits. Right? So, what format? Microsoft Word or PDF? I want PDF. Okay, so let me generate it. So it started working on it. So the starter is at 0%. Report of the forms. Okay, so it's getting there. 43%. That 50%. You can actually design a lot. I mean, this platform survey can actually be used to generate customized reports that can be shared easily. Okay, so it's at 93%. Okay, so it's almost done. Just let's take a while while this gets done. So basically, but we've got the idea of how this works, basically. So at the end of the day, we are going to have a PDF of this entire document that we have just uploaded. Okay, good. So let's move on. Okay. Let's hold on, please. We need to put some people in some waiting room. Hold on a second. Need to put some people in some waiting room. Okay. Okay, great. So I think I'm done with that. So now I have the files. So I can go ahead and download them here. Let me download them. I'm going to download them now. Okay. So on my desktop. Okay, so let's check it out. This is it. Let's extract this out. Okay, good. Can we see it now? Can we see this now? So I've got the 14 files intact. Well, do we see that now? So can we see that now? So I've got a file for each of the submission that was made. I mean, does this make sense at all? I need feedback. Does this make sense? I need feedback, please, so that I'm not talking to myself alone.
Yes, sir. It makes sense.
Yes, sir. It does.
It does.
Okay, thanks so much. Thanks so much. So, and close that back. So the power of this tool, I mean, cannot be, underestimated, because the more you use these tools, the better for us. Now, some people have said, okay, but those of us who are using OGK and the likes before now, how do they go about it? I mean, they don't use tools like they use XLS form. I don't know whether was aware of XLS form. Those who have used OGK and the like before. Are we aware of XLS form?
I've not heard of it, sir.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So XLS form, it's what most of these are platforms that are used to deploy this kind of solutions for offline connection. So let me show you a quick example. Now, there's a tool I need to talk about here. We call it ArcGIS Survey. This is used to design survey forms using XLS form. It means that we are going to encode every of our design, every tool we are going to use, compared to the other one where we were using drag and drop on the web. So let me launch the Survey 123 Connect apps. This is what it looks like. Yeah, you can see now all the tools I have, all the forms I have is reported here. But this is not updated. This doesn't include my recent documents. Let me refresh it. This is not, I can't find the recent form that we did now. The effect of, it's not there. What happened? Okay, I'm not signing. I need to sign in. I need to sign in. Okay, good. I'm signing in. For most complex forms, this is what we actually use. You can see, can you see my effect of shutdown of university here now? Okay, for most complex forms, this is what we actually use. So there are several forms that we have designed. Let me walk us through an example here. Let me look at this dental anxiety update. Now, this is a form that was designed to capture some data. Let me show you the preview so that you see how the preview, how this is the preview. So you can see now the age, gender, family, level of education, marital status. Can you see, are you visiting data for the first time? Yes. Based on yes, question 8 shows up. No, question 9 shows up. Okay. So now if you look at this form now, how was this form designed? So this is what we call XLS form. I click on XLS form. So this is going to look, this is it. So you can see everything there is encoded. Everything there is encoded. You can see yes or no questions. You can see, look at this now. Gender. Look at where I go to choices now. And look at where I'm going to talk on gender now. Can you see gender here now? Male and female. And you can see, because this is, I can also have it in several languages. You can see I have a label for Yoruba. So this is it now. I can actually select Yoruba language. Did you see this now? And it changes everything here to Yoruba language. Do we copy this? It changes. I'm going to the field to do data collection. You will see that they have these apps in several languages. They're actually encoded. Okay? They're actually encoded. So you can see, so once I want another label, I can click another label for another language. And I'll be able to have that also. So this is what now. If anybody wants to go into this now, you can actually go to the XLS form. So I can do XLS form, XLS form. You can see this is where you have the complete documentation on XLS form. Everything, and this applies to several other tools. So if I ask you applications, let me go to Google and do applications using XLS form. ODK is one of them. Kobo tool is there. So there are several applications using XLS form. So it's a tool I want all of us to, if you have the time, because it gives you more flexibility compared with a drag and drop tool. That's that. It gives you more flexibility compared to a drag and drop tool. Let me look at another form again here. Let me look at this. Complex. I'm sure if I should open this SLS form for this form, you can see over 100 questions. Can we beat that? Over 100 questions on this alone. Let's look at some of the choices. You can see as complex as some of these forms can be. So for complicated forms, I would advise that you actually use XLS form. It's quite visible. I mean, easy to use. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. Let me close all. Okay, don't mind me. So many things at the moment. So you can see this data now. I actually scraped it from Twitter, but one thing is missing. The geolocation is missing there, which is why I can't use data today. But definitely we are working on getting this geolocation for this data. Okay, great. So I'm sure we're at this moment now, conveniently, we won't believe that you guys are good to go with Survey 123. Good, so let's go back to the home page. So for those who are writing Python, you can see right there Python using Survey 123. For those writing Python, you can see right there Python using Survey 123. Okay, so I click on the apps again, and I want to go to the next tool that we are going to use now, and I want us to actually explore is what we call ArcGIS Online. At the moment, the license that you have actually covers ArcGIS Online subscription. So if I click on ArcGIS Online, okay, so it brings us to this dashboard. On this dashboard, we can actually go through each of these menus one after the other. So let me start with gallery. On the gallery, you can see every solution, every tools, every file that has been uploaded into the UI ArcGIS platform. Everything you can actually see it here, from files, everything you can think of, documents, images, everything you can think of, you will see it here. Based, as long as you have PDFs, PDFs. Can we see this now? Can we see it? Everything you can think of, CSVs that has been uploaded, everything you can think of is accessible under the gallery. Everything you can think of is actually under the gallery. So it's a very good place for you to look at. Let me go to dashboard. Dashboard. Dashboards that other people have actually come up with. Okay? And me try and click on one of them and how it looks like. Let me see anything interesting here. Okay, flood-related disease in Nevada. Let's open this up. Flood-related diseases in Nevada. Like I thought, I'm actually not in my base. My network is quite poor today. I'm so sorry about that. So flood-related diseases in Ibadan. So we can actually look at this dashboard that somebody has created. Of course, can you look at the different color combination? Can you see it? Can you actually look at it? You can explore from your own end also there. Back. Let me share my screen again. Okay, let's look at this malaria atlas of Southwest Stan, Nigeria. So let's try that. How does that look like? Okay, let's view the dashboard. Can open several of them. Rainfall of Nigeria, map of Nigeria. Okay. Okay, so this is the dashboard. Now, this dashboard now, can anybody compare, what was this, if you have used any visualization tool before, what was this, when you hear the word dashboard, what comes to your mind? I need a response on this. When you hear the word dashboard, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind immediately?
Power BI.
Good. I love that. Power BI comes to your mind immediately. So that we're not telling you that if you're using ArcGIS, you can do everything you will do. I mean, in Power BI, with anything you will do in Power BI, you can a whole lot within ArcGIS. My network is really bad. Power BI, Tableau, which one is there again? Even Excel.
Excel
dashboard also. So now imagine that with a tool like this now, you have access to develop powerful dashboards from your data sets. Look at this now. I mean, is this not beautiful?
Wow. This is interesting.
That I produce using ArcGIS. So you can actually produce this on your own too. I deliberately brought this up so that people can actually see the power of these tools. And imagine we have 20,000 licenses of this tool for UI community, and we are not even using it at all. Because I keep telling people, it's not, we've got the tools, but we are not using them enough. Okay? So you can see, so some people have actually started down to do this. Why is this guy taking forever? You know, let me just ignore it and just So that's on dashboard only. Let me go to story maps. So I'm on story maps now. Let's look at the impact of police brutality. Let me open this up. Tracking COVID-19 news. Pollution. Okay. Okay. Let's put some other water pollution. So I've got 4 open now. But definitely I need to view it. So I'm going to view the story. This story. Oh my God, I need to mute somebody here. Said is the one making noise. Okay. Okay. Okay, thanks, Fadipe. Okay, good. So this is story maps. Now, seeing this, can anybody tell me what comes to mind when you hear about story maps? What comes to mind? What comes to mind when you hear about story? What comes to mind? I need feedback. What comes to mind when you hear about story maps? What comes to mind?
It's more of telling your stories with map depictions so that the person will have a clear understanding of the locations and what's happening there.
What comes to mind is, oh, you want to make a presentation, you want to tell stories from your data, you want to bring images, data, text, maps, everything in one location. That's what StreamMap does. Okay, so you can look at this now. You can see we did the same. I'm still on the same page. Can you see that now? So it's quite easy to do, very beautiful, and you can see including map into your story maps, I mean, into your presentations. You can actually use this as a PowerPoint presentation. I want to present somewhere, you can use it. Okay, look at this now. Can you see this? You can see when the video is inserted. You can see the video within it. You can see these are locations of places where they are, you can see, and it shows me that particular dump site. Can you see this? Everything within one container. You can see moving from one app to the other. Who can tell me again, this story map, what comes to mind of is a particular popular look at this now. Look at this. I love this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the way the menus are. So these are powerful tools that comes with ArcGIS and SARS in Nevada. You can even give our research work more life when they are published like this. And you're not concerned about, oh, if I put it on my website, traffic will make it slow. This is an ArcGIS platform. Is there. You see that? You can see. So these are tools that are at our disposal that we have not fully utilized. These are tools that are at our disposal that we are not fully utilized. What about sites? Okay, let's look at sites. Let me open up 1 or 2 of them. Okay. Okay. So these are sites. So similar to a dashboard, but in this case, it is live because you have data that are being synchronized almost immediately. Why it's taking forever? However, I don't have access, I don't have the privilege to the sites. And that's what must have actually mean. You can actually use to bring your work to life. So after your data collection, is concluded, and you want to bring life to this research work, these are tools that will guide us a long way. And like I told us yesterday, you don't have to actually cram anything. You don't have to actually cram, because platform where you can actually do a lot of training, have access to some trainings on how to use any of these tools coming up here. If you also go to YouTube, okay, and you type Esri, so you can see there are several tools, several tutorials. If I do Esri story maps, or I do ArcGIS story maps tutorial. You can see that now. So there are several tutorials that will assist you, because in today's world, resources that same resources that any other person in the world has access to. Okay, so you can see my SO. There are so many tools here you can actually use to improve your knowledge. ArcGIS. Is my screen still visible? I need confirmation, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks so much.
Yes.
Visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks so much. Okay, so these are tools. These are platforms where you can actually learn anything. Learn. So if I come here now, log, okay, and I type story map, for example, now, story maps. Story maps. So you will see that I begin to get courses that introduce me to story maps. Over the course of this training, I know, I understand it will be very difficult for any one of us. Advantage of trainings like this is that something that would have taken you 4 or 5 hours to watch, in a 40-minute presentation like this, you're already good to go. That's the advantage of this kind of advocacy initiative that we are actually putting out there. It makes the time to learn, I'm done with Gareth. Let me go to map. Let me go to map. So when you see this, what comes to your mind immediately? When you hear about map, if you hear the word map, what comes to our mind immediately is what? Google Maps. True or false? Google Maps. Okay, so where am I at the moment? Is my internet good enough? My internet is quite bad at the moment. Okay, so this is the ArcGIS map. It's everything that has to do with map. You can actually do a lot within this platform. For some people, they go, oh, I want to change my business. I don't like this background. I can I get something else? The option to do that is I can confess that. Okay, so let me pick on streets. Which is different. So presently, where am I presently? Or let me pick some other location. University of Ibadan. University of Ibadan. Yeah, University of Ibadan. This is a street map of University of Ibadan. This is UI. This is Sango Ojo Road. Okay. So it's under Akinyele in Ibadan. Okay. Let me look for another. Let me look for imagery. Let's see if my network will be good enough to actually put that out. This is UI. So what comes to your mind when you see what comes to when you see this? What kind of where kind of plan do you actually see this? Google Map or Google Earth? Which of them?
Google Earth.
Okay, great. So which building is this particular? Which building? Thanks so much. Which building is this particular one? Which building is this?
That should be your office now.
This does not sound like my office. This is not my office. Is this my office? Is this ICT building?
It's international conference.
Where is your arrow?
This is the ICC. Because you know we said second gate. Yes, this is the National Conference Center.
Okay.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Can you see it? Oh, I need to move somebody there again now. Okay, so this is actually the International Conference Center. Conference Center. Exactly. So part of what we'll do, what kind of analysis can we do on this kind of maps? What kind of analysis
There are many of them.
can we do on this kind of map?
You can do road network analysis. You can do vegetation cover.
But
You can
because
do
of this training, we still can analyze is that we can actually do several tools here. I mean, there are several tools available. So now imagine with this kind of tools at our hand, and yet we still fail to plan on anything. Despite having this kind of tools, I mean, for a long time with us, we still fail to plan. We still don't plan to do anything right. Okay, so over the next couple of days, because this 1 week interval, some people have reached out, okay, can we do a physical meeting? I said, wow, not everybody's in Ibadan. So, two of us, on this call now, if you're in Ibadan, on this call now. If you're actually in Ibadan, just drop on the chat. Okay, I'm in Ibadan. Okay, I've only seen, okay, only 2 points in Ibadan. Do we see that now? So, of course, for many reasons, UI is on strike. We have people who are alumni on this platform. So for many reasons, we might not have the, okay, good. So definitely, if we decide to have a physical session, I'm sure people, I'm sure it's actually worth it. Come for like a 3 days program in Ibadan, let's say, Monday to Friday, Monday to Wednesday, or a Thursday to Thursday. I'm sure we can actually work around something in that direction. I want to believe we can actually work at something in that direction. So we can actually plan towards if more people show sufficient interest, in making that happen. Can we actually plan towards that?